Happy evening, everyone. I'm Shubhavahini Sitaraman, certified diabetes educator and your diabetes lifestyle coach. Welcome to my day 30 of Diabetes 100 Marathon. 30 days I have done. This is my first milestone, my dear friends. I'm so very happy to celebrate it with you. If you wouldn't have been there, I wouldn't have come this long. This Diabetes 100 Marathon is because of you and it is for you, my dear friends. And that is why today I have brought in a celebration kind of a topic today. How do we celebrate? We have to celebrate it healthy, right? How do we celebrate it? That is how this special topic today, special episode today. Why do you need to stop eating fruits just because you're diabetic? Right? This is an interesting topic, right? My dear friends, just tell me, if you're diagnosed with diabetes, the first thing what you will be doing is you will be cutting down the sugar. Second thing what you will do, cut down the fruits. You will do naturally, otherwise somebody will be forcing you to cut down the fruits, right? This we are doing. But tell me something, fruits are the gift from nature, right? It is coming directly to us from nature. It has lot of vitamins, minerals. It has lot of fiber, natural dietary fiber. And more than that, it is a pranic food. It gives us energy directly. It gives us life energy. So, how can you even stop consuming fruits? It will not be a complete diet for you, right? It will not be complete food for you emotionally as well, right? How can we avoid something which is available in nature, which is given by the nature, right? This is an emotional decision that you're taking. So today we will see you don't need to stop diabetes, stop having fruits just because you're diagnosed with diabetes. Today we will see how a diabetic can have guilt-free fruits, right? I will share a slide with you for more understanding. This is the slide. This is the slide we have looked into even during the carbohydrate digestion process, right? Now, what happens is we will understand a fruit. For discussion, let us take banana as an example, because most of the Indians, especially South Indians, if you say fruits, that is like a general terminology. They understand that is a banana. Nothing else will come into mind when we are talking about fruits. Banana is not just the fruits, my dear friends, but for this understanding of carbohydrate, fruit metabolism, fruit digestion, let us take ripe banana as an example. This ripe banana, when it is getting into the mouth and into the digestion process, what happens is it is releasing lot of fructose. What is fructose, my dear friends? Fructose are the smaller molecular structure of glucose, a simpler molecular structure, a simpler components. So what happens? This fructose is full of sugar, high glycemic, especially this ripe banana is high glycemic. Most of the fruits are high in glycemic index, and that is why it is giving us the sugar spike, as I showed you in this slide. It is giving us the sugar spike. It is just spiking up the sugar immediately into our bloodstream. Quickly it is happening. And that is the one reason people are saying no fruits. Fruits are spiking up the sugar. That is what people tell. But my dear friends, not all fruits are spiking up the sugar. We have to choose something. How do we consume fruits? That is what we will look into it. I have defined a 4 rule process while understanding which fruit a diabetic can consume. So, rule number 1 is select low glycemic food. I mean, select low glycemic fruit. Banana is not our friendly fruit, right? We will need to understand which fruit is low in glycemic index. Second one, avoid overly ripe fruits. Overly ripe fruits always are high in glycemic index in common. whichever fruits we are going to discuss today, even those fruits, if they are overly ripe, then we are not consuming it, right? The third one, prefer whole fruit. Yeah, I want to emphasize on this, my dear friends. All of us prefer having fruit juices, right? We all love to have fruit juices, one or the other fruit juices, but fruit juices will be missing out with fiber. Its natural dietary fibers are just getting I mean, we are just taking those fibers out and consuming the juice, which is definitely not good for diabetic, because it will release fructose very quickly if we are consuming as juice. The sugar spike will happen very quickly, so it is preferred to consume the whole fruit, right? Rule number 3. Rule number 4 is consume fruits moderately, whatever it may be. Consume fruits in moderation. Don't over have fruits. That is what is one of the important factors. Let us get back to the all the 4 points, all the 4 basic rules. Select low glycemic, avoid overly ripe fruits, prefer whole fruits, not juice, not in the liquid form, and consume moderately. These are the 4 basic rules that we will need to follow while consuming fruits, right? Now we will need to understand what are all the low glycemic index fruits. I have taken some of the low glycemic index fruits for explaining it to you right here. And one of that, first one of that is apple, my dear friends. All of us love apple, right? Apple is a very good choice for diabetic because it's low glycemic index value. Its glycemic index ranges between 36 to 42, right? So this is very good source. And one thing I wanted to tell you while consuming apple, there are two types of, I mean, there are varieties of apples over there, and which one has a lot of starch, right? That will have high glycemic value, and the less starch kind of apple. It will be there in the market. You can ask the vendor. That will be low, moderate in glycemic index, especially the green apples, my dear friends. These green apples are low in glycemic index. Green apples are really good for diabetes. You can consume it without any guilt, right? So apples in general are low to moderate in glycemic index, and it has, see, as I said, it also contains carbohydrates, 14 grams, 10 grams of sugar. In 14 grams, 10 grams is actually sugar. It has 2.4 to 3 grams of fiber. It has potassium. It has vitamin C. It has some B vitamins as well. It has a range of antioxidants. So, my dear friends, apple is actually can be consumed for diabetic as well, right? One medium-sized apple can be consumed. That too, green apple is really very good for diabetic. Okay, what is the next fruit that we are going to talk about? The next fruit which a diabetic can have is pear. So this pear, when I say this is also low in glycemic index, the glycemic index range is between somewhere between 38 to 55, again similar to apple, but it has lot of fiber. The Majorly it has a lot of fiber while consuming pears. It has carbohydrates, 15.2 grams of carbohydrates, in which 9.8 grams are sugar and 3.1 gram fiber. Potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, vitamin C, vitamin K, and some more B vitamins similar to apple is present here in pears as well, right? So pears are also a very good form of uh, like fruits which you can take, diabetic friendly fruits. Okay, when I was talking about this rule, my dear friends, I missed to say something. But I said we have to prefer having whole fruits, right? But we can actually consume these fruits in a smoothie format as well. I will be sharing some of the smoothie recipes in the coming weeks, but we can actually use these fruits. Especially why I wanted to stop over here and tell this is, especially these pear and apples, right? It goes very well with smoothies. And when we are consuming smoothies along with these fruits, it tastes amazing. It doesn't look like a diet food. It doesn't be bland. It will be healthy as well, right? Diabetic friendly as well. So that is why I wanted to tell you, uh, pear is again a very good source, very good food for diabetic friendly fruit. Third one is oranges, my dear friends. Oranges, when I say this, oranges are generally low in glycemic index. Whole oranges we will need to have again. As I told you, we more than having the squeezed juice of it, whole oranges will be really good when it comes to diabetic. And oranges has 100 gram of orange will contain 8.3 grams of carbohydrates, 8.2 grams will be sugar, and 2.4 grams will be fiber. And the oranges, my dear friends, when we are talking about oranges, vitamin C, it is rich in vitamin C, right? Actually, it is actually giving us the 89 percentage of the daily allowance of vitamin C that we need. If we are consuming one medium sized orange every day, orange or mosambi or whatever it is every day, you know what, we are actually taking 89 percentage of the daily required allowance, right, for us, the vitamin C, that we will be able to take it in one orange, right? Yes. So it has calcium, magnesium, it has phosphorus, it has potassium, vitamin A, some vitamin B vitamins as well, and rich in antioxidants. Definitely diabetic without any guilt, you can consume oranges. Okay, let us see what is the next fruit that we can have for diabetic. Special fruit for diabetic. Everybody will be talking about this. That is nothing but the guava. Guava is low in glycemic index, and what happens? Guava is low in glycemic index. 100 grams of guava contains 14 grams of carbohydrates, and in which 9 grams of sugar, 2.9 grams of fiber. It also contains a lot of vitamins, vitamin B, vitamin C, and vitamin K, right? And guava is also an option for diabetic. You can have without any guilt, right? Yeah. What is the next fruit that we will have? Can you guess anything? If you are watching me live, then just type any other fruit that we can have for diabetic. Yeah, the next in the line is about grapes. Grapes is also a good diabetic friendly fruit. It's low to medium glycemic index, and it contains 18 grams of carbohydrate, 16 grams of sugar, zero point 0.5 grams per gram of fiber, right? Vitamin C, vitamin K, iron, calcium, potassium, magnesium, all this is available. This is all available in fresh grapes, my dear friends. But when the grapes is actually dried and the raisins, which is coming through the dates, that is not diabetic friendly. All the values now I'm talking about, this low glycemic index of grapes will become moderate to high glycemic index when it is become raisins. So raisins are not diabetic friendly. You should not be consuming it. But when you're consuming fresh grapes, that is diabetic friendly. You can consume it in moderation, right? Yeah. What is the next fruit? Yes, for diabetic friendly. That is apricots. Apricots also the similar like grapes, my dear friends. It is also like 11 grams of carbohydrates, 3.5 grams of sugar, 2 grams of fiber, calcium, potassium, phosphorus, vitamin C, A, E, K. When it is dried, it is not diabetic friendly. It becomes a lot of sugar over there. I mean, it becomes a typical high glycemic, right? So we should not be consuming the dried ones, apricot as well. What is the next fruit? Next fruits are cherries, my dear friends. These cherries also is actually a low glycemic index food, right? If we can even have the frozen cherries. When it comes to cherries, there we may not get the fresh ones all the season. There will be frozen cherries as well. Those frozen cherries also we can consume. uh, I mean, this is diabetic friendly. What is the next fruit? Strawberries, my dear friends. These strawberries are also diabetic friendly fruit. 7.7 grams of carbohydrates, 4.9 grams of sugar, fiber 2 grams, vitamin A, vitamin C, and some B vitamins, potassium, calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus. Everything is available in strawberry. So strawberry is also a diabetic friendly fruit. You can consume it. And what is the next fruit? Can you guess what is it? Just type in the comments below. Yeah, my dear friends, the next fruit is plums. Plums. 100 grams of plum has 11.4 grams of carbohydrates, 9.9 grams of sugar, 1.4 grams of fiber, vitamin A, vitamin C, some B vitamins, potassium, calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus. Yeah, it has everything, right? And the last one for today, I want to suggest what I'm suggesting is the peach, right? 100 grams of peach, again 9.5 grams of carbohydrates, 8.4 grams of sugar, 1.5 grams of fiber, vitamin A, C, K, potassium, calcium, iron, magnesium, and phosphorus. Okay, so these are the 10 fruits that I'm suggesting you today. Diabetic can consume it. One thing we will need to understand, one thing we will need to remember is we will need to have these fruits in what? In what? Following all these four rules. Rule number one, select low glycemic. We know what the low glycemic food are. Okay. Avoid overly ripe. Whatever fruits now we have discussed, all the 10 fruits, it should not be even those fruits are low glycemic to moderate glycemic, but even those fruits should not be overly ripe. If it is over, like guava, if it is overly ripe, avoid it, right? And you should prefer to have whole fruits. Why we have to have whole fruits? Even the guava, have it with completely with the seeds, so that you will get a lot of fiber in it. And if you are consuming apple, have it along with its the without peeling its skin, so that will be a whole fruit. You will get all the fiber that is required, right? Even the low glycemic index foods, whichever we are discussing, consuming it in moderate is very important, my dear friends, right? So yes, so we will repeat it again for you to remember: apple, pear, orange, guava, grapes, apricots, cherries, strawberry, plum, peach. These are the 10 fruits suggestions that I'm giving you to you today. You can consume it. Okay, now tell me, moderation, everything is fine. What is the right time, or what is the best time to consume fruits? I would say, because we are consuming fruits in moderation every day, one of these fruits in moderation, again, one fruit a day kind of a thing, a small size of one fruit, or a small quantity like cherries and all can be small quantities. 11 o'clock in between breakfast and lunch, 11 o'clock or 11:30, that will be the preferred time for you to consume fruits, right? But what I suggest to you is, before even taking any kind of dietary changes, it will be always better to consult your doctor, consult your dietitian, consult your nutritionist, or consult your diabetes educator. like us to just validate your blood report, validate your where you are with respect to diabetes, and then you can consume, you can just add these into your diet, right? But these fruits can be added to your diet. Now, if you want to have a consultation, one-on-one consultation call with me, I would give you a 30-minute of free consultation where we will be having at the end of 30 minutes understanding your condition, reading your reports. I would help you to have three dietary modifications, lifestyle modifications with respect to diabetes. If you want to book my 30 minutes diabetes consultation call, I'll give the link in the below, the comments below, or in the description, or in the bio. You can just click the link and you can just register for my one-on-one consultation call, and I would love to meet individually all of you. Thank you so much, my dear friends. I hope this video was useful. It is just little longer than the usual video because I wanted to really give some information for you so that you will have fruits without any guilt, right? Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me so long. Consider this as a celebration video. Start consuming fruits. Add fruits to your diet in moderation at 11 o'clock every day, and this will be helpful for you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let us catch up tomorrow with an interesting topic. Thanks, my dear friends.